second edition of TAM TV. We got Tyler Buxton on the bump. First pitch is in there, outside for a ball. Are we live? I'm not hearing anything in the headphones. We're good? Third pitch is in there for a strike. That'll bring the count to 1-2. Today I'm joined by a junior from TAM, Charlie. He'll be helping me out. That curveball's down there in the dirt. Squeaks back Charlie.
TAM's off to a hot start, trying to improve on their 4-1 record.
Yeah, they suffered a tough loss to Marin Catholic in the last game. Harley struggled early finding the strike zone with 6 walks in the first inning. It was tough to come back from the deficit that was brought upon in the first inning, but Matteo Bellissimo did hit a home run, a 2-run shot. Definitely a bright spot on the day. The count's 3-2, full count. And that's just a tad outside. So the first at-bat ends in a walk. The leadoff man was Evan Black, who walked. First pitch changeup, swung on and missed. Now we have Novato's star hitter, Derek Bartram, a D1 commit. Pitch high and inside, fouled off down the third baseline.
Way early on that one.
Charlie, have you had a chance to watch any TAM baseball yet this year?
Not too much, but I've been keeping up with it.
Yeah? It's been a good start. Preseason went really well. There's a great changeup. Left up a little bit, but swung over by Derek for strike 3. Really nice changeup there. Fooled him.
That'll make the first out of the ball game.
So we have 1 out, 1 on. Andy Gates steps to the plate. Andy is a junior, plays shortstop and pitches a little bit. Let's take a second to look at his stats. Looks like he's batting .476, so a hot start to the year, along with 4 walks. That's going to catch the outside part of the plate for a strike. Buxton looking really good to start. Unfortunately lost that first batter to a walk, but still a really well-pitched at-bat. Runner goes. Blau throws down, but just a tad late. Runner squeaks in there for the steal.
Got a really good jump on that stolen base. It's a good throw, just couldn't get him in time.
Yeah, it looked like he went on first movement, so tough to gun someone down when you get that kind of jump.
Did everything right. Couldn't get him.
Buxton looks down to second, delivers. Just a tad low.
Just barely missed that outside corner. Gates has a pretty unorthodox stance. He's really choking in on the plate.
Yeah, he is crowding. I've seen a lot of that this year, though. A lot of players are really comfortable close to the inside half of the plate.
Yeah.
Buxton has thrown 8 innings this year, only allowed 3 hits, and has yet to afford a single earned run. So a really good start for Tyler Buxton, the junior.
Hoping to continue that success today.
Yeah, and a little bit of danger right here, but he's handling it well. Fouled off. That'll make the count full.
He was on that pitch just way early.
A little early, a little under it, but certainly on it.
Another full count.
Blau calls time. Ball is a tad outside for the walk.
So far, Novato's had 2 really strong at-bats. Works them for walks.
You never want to walk a man, but with an open base, that's not the worst thing you could do. You set up the double play here to get out of the inning.
Yep.
So now you got the force at second.
Definitely going to be pitching for the double play here as Jacob Rabb comes up to bat.
Buxton doesn't throw a pure double play ball. He doesn't throw a sinker or a splitter. But all of his pitches have a little bit of tail on them, so definitely some movement. But nothing that you traditionally think that you would throw in a double play situation. Sure to see him pound the bottom of the zone with fastballs.
Nice block by Charlie Blau back behind the plate.
Yeah, preventing the runners from advancing there.
Jacob Rabb was a former teammate of mine back in middle school.
Is that the batter right now?
Yep. Always had a reputation.
Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Strike on the inside part of the plate.
Always had a reputation of being a powerhouse at the plate and a flamethrower on the mound.
Only batting .273 this year with 2 walks, so not his hottest start to the year.
Ooh, steps off.
Buxton steps off. The count's 2-1. Buxton sets, delivers. Great pitch at the knees, swung over by Rabb.
Way early on that one.
Yeah, couldn't quite time up that changeup. Great off speed again. Swung over by Rabb for the strikeout. That'll bring us to 2 outs.
So far, no balls put in play yet. 2 strikeouts and 2 walks.
2 walks costly, but fortunately he's pitching strong enough when he's hitting the zone that no one's been able to touch him.
Yeah.
The junior Dito at the plate. Only batting .308, a very solid average to start the year, alongside 3 walks. Hasn't had a ton of at-bats compared to some of his teammates, but certainly been in the lineup. Buxton delivers. Pitch way high and inside. Dito ducks out of the way. How do you feel about these Novato uniforms?
Man, I kind of like them. The gray and gold going together makes it a nice road jersey.
I've got to say I'm not a huge fan,
Really?
especially with the yellow hats that we'll see in the bottom of this inning.
As yellow as a primary color, not too much you can do with them.
No, not a whole lot of color combinations.
Yeah.
I've seen teams work the black and yellow, though. I'm not sure if Novato is pulling it off right now, though. Not my cup of tea. The curveball off the plate. Stopped by Blau in the dirt.
Dito putting up a pretty solid at-bat, looking to prove himself.
Yeah, nice 2-2 count. See if he can defend, put something in play. A single will probably score a run. The man on second is pretty fast, already stole a base. That pitch is high
Just
for
missed
a ball.
there.
That'll juice the count, 3-2.
Tried to get him fishing at that high cheese. Now he's got to come back in the zone. Doesn't want to walk the bases loaded here.
Yeah, we'll certainly see a challenge pitch here. And he misses the spot there in the dirt. So that'll load the bases. Here we have Will Carlson batting .429 in the year. Really strong start. He hasn't worked a walk yet, but he does have 6 hits. So been really solid at the plate so far. The no walks tells me that he might not be the most disciplined hitter, so maybe Buxton can nibble a little bit more, but you can't nibble too much with the bases loaded.
Of course.
Big lead at second. Second pitch for a ball. And Buxton's really got to come in here to the zone.
Yeah.
Can't afford to walk a man home. Already down 2 on the count.
Three and 0.
Again, low. So that's 3 pitches below the knees to start that bat.
Carlson on the verge of working his first walk of the year.
That ball's in there for a strike. So when he needed to, Buxton threw a strike. Let's see if he can get 1 or 2 more in there. And there, he misses the zone. So Novato will strike first. Not much of a strike as they walk a man in. That's the 4th walk of the inning. There still is yet to be a hit.
Yet to be a ball put in play.
So we're seeing the same problem we saw against MC, the inability to find the zone. And there, ball's put in play. A little dribbler through the infield between short and third. Cutoff man is hit, and a run scores.
Found a hole on that ground ball single into left field there.
And it was a solid hit, not a squeaker, not a dribbler.
No, definitely got some good barrel on that ball.
Now we'll go to talk to Buxton. A little pitching visit.
What do you think they're talking about right now?
I think he's just telling him that his stuff is good. He's just got to find the zone. Just got to throw strikes at this point.
Yeah, throwing strikes.
Especially next inning. Right now, you don't want to pepper the zone too much. And give anyone something too good to hit, as you do have the bases loaded. But when he comes out next inning, hopefully we'll see him attacking the zone a lot more confidently.
Yeah.
Especially with that fastball. He's been nibbling around the corners with that curveball and hasn't been his most accurate pitch. So there's a fastball in there for a strike. Seems like he might have taken a little something off that fastball right there.
Yeah, really focusing on his control now maybe.
Yeah, definitely not gunning it in there. Looking to throw strikes.
Ooh.
There it is again. And that was not a competitive swing from number 4.
Yeah.
So hopefully Buxton will go right back to it. I don't think this is our real match here, as long as Buxton's throwing his pitches. 0-2's the count. Buxton delivers. Big curveball drops in there.
Ooh, just missed.
Might have dropped it a little bit after the plate. I'll make it 1-2.
Number 4, Donimic Scafani is the hitter, a freshman.
Buxton 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Dribbled down the third baseline.
That was a nice defensive swing after maybe 2 of his most proudest swings earlier in the at-bat.
No, at least he got some barrel on that ball. Stefani's batting .333 on the year. I'm sorry, that's Scafani, not Stefani.
Got him.
Big swing. No drop, third strike there.
He'll tag the plate, get the force out at home. That was kind of like awkward.
Charlie, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Is that fixed?
They can hear it from our side.
Why are you doing the announcement? Why are you doing the announcement?
Just like that. So the pitcher's number. 22.
This inning, it looks like we'll be seeing the star of the team on the bump, Derek Bartram. His pitching stats are certainly not as strong as his batting stats, with a 5.6 ERA to start the year. That's through 3 games. First pitch is at the knees for a strike, a fastball. Tam will look up to make up the 2-0 deficit. That'll bring the count to 0-2, so 2 nice strikes at the knees. Right in there.
Yeah, really pounding the zone the start to this at-bat.
He sets and delivers. Big curveball with some late break to it. Pretty nasty stuff there. Doesn't quite get back to the plate for a strike, but really nice pitch.
Whole lot of break there.
Pounds the outside just off the plate. 2-2. So Jake with the good eye.
It's not the swung the bat
pitch.
yet, this at-bat.
And there's a cut, dribble to short. Should be an easy put out. It's picked for an out. So
Nice
that'll be the
pick
first
from
out of the
Chris.
inning. And we'll see Matteo Bellissimo, the star hitter of the team, on deck. So Jake retired, Matteo at the plate. First pitch swinging, and the shift is on, so that'll be rolling in the outfield for a while. Matteo turns and takes 2. That'll be a stand-up double for Matteo Bellissimo.
In there easily.
So first pitch swinging, he saw something he liked, and he cracked it. Next up, we'll have junior Caden Dosa.
Dosa looking to continue his hot start to the season.
Big home run against MC, contributing to a walk-off win. Looking to get a RBI here with Matteo Bellissimo in scoring position.
So far, the pitcher's really attacking the strike zone.
Yeah, haven't seen a whole lot of balls, except for when he's been ahead in the count. Curveball, high and outside. Doesn't catch the zone. Good take from Caden. On deck will be fellow junior Charlie Blau. That ball's low at the knees, called a strike. Could have gone either way. A little bit of a help out to the pitcher, but not a terrible call at all. Certainly on the line.
Right on the black.
Big curveball again, and that one's not for a strike, but that curveball's got certainly at least a foot of break on it.
A lot
really
of break.
Nice pitch.
Looking really sharp today.
Again outside.
Little check swing there.
That'll bring us to a full count. Bartram's pitched a total of 10 innings. That ball's fouled off by Caden Dosa. He's allowed 12 hits through 10 innings and 10 runs through 10 innings. Only 8 of those being earned, though.
Dosa's working a pretty solid at-bat so far.
Although he's allowed 12 hits, he's only walked 6 men, so it seems as though he doesn't walk a ton of hitters, but there he'll walk Caden Dosa, bringing up Charlie Blau to the plate.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the
Blau's been really disciplined at the plate this year, walking a bunch. That ball's at the knees for a ball. Really strong eye. I guess that's what you get from a catcher.
Yeah. Always going to be a lot of work on the legs at the catcher position.
Oh, yeah, super taxing. Something you got to worry about. That ball's in there for a strike. I can
Just in
smell
there.
some cup and noodles wafting into the booth. Very tempting. Counts 1-1. Big curveball. Swung on and dribbled through the infield. Mateo's looking to score. The throw will be cut off. Caden will stay at second.
That'll be Tam's first run of the game.
That'll make it 1-2.
It's a really good job by Charlie Blau sitting on that off-speed pitch.
Huge RBI for Charlie. Bernstein having a word with the umpire. Our pitcher for the day, Buxton, will come to the plate, looking to help himself out. One runner in scoring position. That ball's in their first strike on the outside part of the plate. Buxton struggling a little bit to start the year, batting 125. But the on-base percentage looking a little bit stronger, 125. And that pitch was inside, called a strike.
Gets in the hole here.
Yeah, so
0-2.
goes down quickly, 0-2. The pitch on the outside part of the plate, called a ball.
Tried to nibble with that fastball there.
Really ballsy take on an 0-2 count.
So far, other than that one walk, command hasn't been too big of a problem.
No, he's definitely kept it close. Throwing a lot of strikes.
Buxton works the count back.
Pitcher looks down to second. Peeks back again. Delivers. That's a dribbler to short. Fielded nicely, but
Ooh.
dropped on the transfer, and they'll call him out at second.
Although it wasn't the smoothest play that got the fielder's choice there.
Colin Byers will come to the plate with 2 outs. So there's a runner on third. A single should score him. I will say I'm doing a great job with the walk-up songs today. I struggled last time, but I'm on point right now.
Hey, so far, so good.
Killing it. That ball's on the outside corner for a strike. Colin makes a face of disgust. Doesn't like that one.
Colin has been DHing so far for Tam this season.
Yeah, we won't see him in the field today unless we see a substitution, but
Popped up.
popped up to first, battling the sun, and puts it out. So Tam will score 1 run in the bottom of the first. Still trailing by 1 as we enter the second. Definitely an acquired skill.
Sky tissue that I wish you saw. Side captain, Mr. Know It All. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you, 'cause with the birds I'll share. With the birds I'll share this lonely view. And with the birds I'll share this lonely view. And push me up against the wall. Young tough girl in a push-up bra. I'm falling all over myself to lift your heart and taste your heel, 'cause with the birds I share this lonely view. With the birds I share this lonely view. With the birds I share this lonely view.
I just like, it was kind of too much.
Blood lost in a bathroom stall. A southern girl with a scarlet draw. A whip around the mall and all, 'cause with the birds I share. With the birds I share this lonely view. With the birds I share this lonely view. Soft spoken with a broken jaw. Step outside but not to brawl in. All the sweet wind.
We enter the top of the second here. Buxton looking to bounce back after a rough first inning. Starts us off with a curveball, a little low. Maybe a changeup, actually. Didn't see a whole lot of movement or spin on that ball.
It will be 9-1-2 for Novato to start off the inning.
That ball is low and inside. Nearly caught the toes of number 2.
Had to do a little spin after that pitch.
That ball's in there low. Called a ball. At the plate, we have Gerber, a junior.
Another one inside.
Again, starts the inning with a walk. So Buxton continues to struggle with the strike zone.
I bet Tyler really wants to get a strike here. First pitch strike is very ideal.
Indeed. Evan Black was walked in his last at-bat to start the game.
Hey,
He is our leadoff man, and he started off with a strike there. Evan Black's also doing the catching for us behind the plate today. Big curveball in there for a strike. Really nice pitch.
A lot of break.
So after throwing 4 straight balls to start the inning, we see 2 strikes to Evan Black. So really good way to bounce back. Let's see if we can finish him off here. Goes for the pickoff. Got to keep him awake over there at first.
Yeah,
Can't get too comfortable.
not a bad idea.
As a pitcher, you have to own the base paths.
Of course.
No one can relax.
Especially with big leads.
There's a change up low. Called a ball. Certainly in the dirt.
Doesn't look like break's going to be a problem for Buxton today. His pitches are moving. It's more about the command.
Certainly, yeah. Pitches look filthy, but if you can't control them. There's a high fastball. Bounce to the third baseman. And the throw to second is high, pulling the second baseman off the bag. So there will be no out on the play. So Colin Day will probably be scored with an error there.
Will be men on first and second now. Colin, double play, didn't quite work out there.
Our pitcher of the day, Derek Bartram, steps to the plate. Really strong hitter, not someone you want to see with 2 men on. Buxton attacks the outside part of the plate with a fastball.
That was a great location to start off that at-bat. Nothing you can really do on that pitch.
Looking a lot stronger in these last 6 pitches for sure. Big curveball in for a strike.
Some good backup by Colin Lim at second base.
He got out last time, right?
I don't think so.
Buxton delivers. High off speed, fouled off by Bartram. Still no outs in the inning. Buxton looking to attack here for a strikeout. He likes the pitch, nods yes. That ball is low, bounces to the backstop. Blau in no hurry, as that's an easy advance for the runners on the base path. So they'll each advance 1 base to second and third. Bartram 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Buxton threw some really nice off speeds in that at bat.
Looking to get him here.
Sworded him on the high changeup. See what he goes with here. It's going to be a circle change.
Foul tipped it.
Fouled off. Blau could not squeeze it. Looks like it might have hit the dirt before his glove, but Blau's trying to sell it.
They're going to make
And
sure.
Bernie's not happy about that one either. He'll have a word with Thump.
What did you think? Do you think that hit the dirt?
Blau nodding his head in disapproval. Certainly thought he squeezed it. He's going to have a word with the base path umpire.
Certainly sounded to me that tipped right into the glove.
It definitely was squeezed, but I'm not sure if it hit the dirt first or not. If it hits the dirt and then he corrals it, that's just a foul tip.
That's what they're making sure of right now.
Bernie tells his assistant coach to quiet down as he had some words of disapproval. So Buxton will focus back in here for the strikeout, see if he can get it. He steps off. Bertram steps back in. The delivery. Big curveball, left up. Luckily fouled off, but that could have been some damage right there.
Just a couple feet away.
That curveball was certainly hung, not the location he was looking for. Sometimes you can afford to hang a changeup because you can really just fool someone with the potential of a fastball, but curveballs are pretty recognizable, and if you hang that pitch,
It can be very dangerous,
very dangerous indeed, yeah.
especially to a 3-hitter. Hawks caught a break. That wasn't extra bases right there.
Bartram looks at a pitch at the knees for strike 3. So
Got him.
Buxton sets him down on strikes for the second time of the game. Coming to the plate, we'll have the batter who's batting .444, Andy Gates. Made some nice plays at short earlier in the inning.
That pitch was way inside.
Yeah, it's the second time we've seen a pitch to Gates near the knees. Certainly no bad blood there, just a coinky-dink. Off speed on the outside corner. Nice
Great
changeup.
Yeah, great location with the knees right there. Don't know if that was intentional, but
Yeah, it looked a little low to me, but he got the pitch. Big curveball swung on and missed.
that is a great example of what Buxton can do on the mound when he's
Super
sharp.
filthy pitch. Really nice. That'll bring the count to 1-2. Blau sets up outside.
Just a bit low.
Buxton hits his location, but not quite good enough for a strike, and couldn't get the batter to chase. Buxton working pretty fast here today. Not a whole lot of time in between pitches. Change up or curveball there. Popped out to center. The runner at third will tag. Mateo cuts it off. So that'll bring the score to 3-1. And this has to be a disappointing start right now if you're the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks, as you're a top contender in the league, and you're hoping to really make an example of Novato, show the league what you can do. And right now they're down early.
Yeah.
Certainly still a game that Tam could get in control of, but not the start you're looking for.
You know, the offense is going to be there. Just about pitching. We're seeing another rough start on the mound.
Ooh, and that'll hit the batter.
That just nicked his jersey.
Yeah, fastball that just got away from Buxton. Clips him on the shoulder, so if you're going to get hit, that's not the worst way to get hit. So Rab will take first. Buxton's looked nice for most of the game. When
Yeah.
he's throwing strikes, his off-speed has been amazing. His fastballs have
Of
not
course.
been hittable, but just can't find the zone
Right.
on most of these at-bats, and that's really hurt him.
Yeah, not a lot of hard contact so far from Novato.
No, definitely not. I wouldn't say there's been any contact over 80 miles per hour. Nothing that would be registered as a hard hit ball.
Yeah.
The coach implores his batter to hit the ball to right center. The
We'll see.
infield's way in. Maybe not a power threat at the plate right now.
That was heading right towards us. That foul tip.
Lucky for the fence. Great invention.
I know.
Ditto
What will
settles
he
into
do?
the box. Buxton looks down to second. Won't go for the pickoff. Change up in the dirt. Blocked by Blau. Really good stop. Keeps the runners at first and second. And you really would not like the runners to advance here, as you would like to have the force at second, if possible. There are 2 outs, so no double play ball, but more bases with the force, the better.
Of course. Still a 2-strike count here.
Big
him.
cut for strike 3 and out number 3 of the inning. Blau tags him out. So we'll see you at the bottom of the second as Tam looks to bounce back.
Yeah.
I was watching back the last one on Tam TV and you were here.
Yeah, I heard that a little bit. I heard her over there. Right. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do in-between inning music for them. Maybe I play like Baby Shark.
Sure.
I don't have it.
Oh, actually, it doesn't have to be on this playlist.
I could pull up my Spotify, but
Okay.
I don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Shit we got going right now, it's working well. Who we got? We got Carson Frame.
Yeah, Carson Frame.
He's got a good walk-up song. I'm a fan.
What is it?
Oh my, his curveball's so good, dude.
Off on there.
I don't. Oh, I thought it. Oh, it is. Hold up, I gotta start it like a few seconds in because it has like the. It cannot always.
Unite. Yeah. I'm calling you.
Or maybe it starts at 20 seconds. So. I'm gonna play it really quiet. No, I gotta start it a little later. Carson Frame will open the inning for the Red-Tailed Hawks. The only lefty in the lineup today. A big fly to center field. Center fielder ranging back towards the wall. But it'll be easy put out for him. So a hard hit ball there for Frame, but couldn't jump on the first pitch well enough to garner a hit.
That was a nice
We'll
one.
see Huddy Lamb. Hudson and Colin always bat back-to-back in our order, so we'll see Colin next. Hudson takes the first pitch for a ball. Again, same location, high and inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
That one, Hudson ducks out of the way a little bit more.
Let's take a second to look at Hudson's stats. Again, same location, 3-0. It's not the location he's been given, but he's missed 3 times in the same exact spot. Maybe a mechanical issue there that he'll have to iron out.
4-pitch walk.
Yep, there it is. So Colin Lamb will come to the plate.
Giving head taps, let tap tap tap. They said that they were with it, but it's cap cap cap.
Colin Lamb bringing up the bottom of the order. Not batting too strong, slumping to start the year, batting 133. First pitch on the outside corner for a ball.
So after a first pitch out, 5 straight balls to start the inning.
Yep, and there's the first strike, as you say it. That'll be a 1-1 count. He shows the bunt, pulls it back, and the catcher will throw down to first. Hudson scrambles back into first safely.
That was a nice move back to first.
Yeah, definitely caught him by surprise.
Made it a
And
close
the bunt
play
was
there.
on, so you know he was looking to advance to second. High fastball, just in their first strike. Certainly on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, just
Barely caught it.
right that edge.
Colin with a big rip, sends it into foul territory. Watch your card. I always prefer to park well way away from the field.
That's
Don't want to
certainly-
take any risks.
Definitely a good idea, especially during baseball games.
Oh, yeah. Big curveball drops in there.
Nice
Not quite for a strike, but nearly. Would have been a little bit of an embarrassing pitch to shy away from, but luckily not a strike.
Just started it a bit high.
That'll be a full count. Collins swinging. It was the hit and run there, but will be fouled off towards the dugout.
Nice play by the third base coach there.
Oh, yeah? Did he
Clean
barehand it?
field. Yeah,
Bernstein showing off some skills.
still got it.
So we have 1 on, 1 out, and a full count for Colin Lamb. Again, dribble down the third baseline, this time fair. Fielded easily. So that'll be a fielder's choice. Or not a fielder's choice, defensive indifference as Hudson Lamb advances. Jake Moore will step into the plate. Top of the order. Jake sees a big curveball fall in there for a strike.
Just got that edge of the zone right there.
Yeah, just caught it. I thought maybe a tad outside, but just caught the strike zone. Another big curveball goes right back to the well.
Pretty similar pitch.
Yeah, just a little bit more outside. Bartram yells into his glove, maybe wanted a strike there.
Yeah,
Jake thinks it's funny. Cracks a smile.
almost another 0-2 count.
Jake rips one over to short. Jake's a fast runner, so that's going to be a tough play. They'll go to third, but there's no force. He didn't make a tag.
Some defensive unawareness right there.
Yeah, not the highest IQ play we've seen. But the red-tailed Hawks will certainly take it.
Yeah.
So that'll be runners on first and third for the most dangerous hitter in the lineup, Matteo Bellissimo. I've got to say, I really like the walk-up song. We'll let it keep playing as time is called.
I think Hudson Lamb was pretty surprised he got into third, too.
Yeah, I'm sure he was thinking a play at first. He was not hustling into third, and he didn't even slide.
I know.
And then once the ball was there, I'm sure he was thinking he was out, but no tag was applied.
Yeah.
So if I'm the pitcher right now, I'm thinking I should be out of this inning, and now I have to face another batter, and no slouch of a batter at that.
At every level, there's going to be some defensive errors, no matter how high you get.
Yeah, I mean, especially at the high school level, you're destined to see a bunch of them. I'd say you at least see 3 errors a game, and that might even be generous. Tam has certainly struggled, especially on the left side of the infield, with some errors. When you see those longer throws, you know.
They get a little iffy.
Yeah, and it actually hasn't been on the throws this year. It's been on the transfers and the fielding. But when you're thinking about that longer throw, you're thinking, oh, I got to rush. Some errors do occur. So Matteo gets a big curveball, almost brushes his shoulder, but still nearly falls in for a strike. That curveball is really, really something.
2 starting pitchers with nice curveballs.
Bartram goes back to the curveball. So 4 of the last 5 pitches have been curves. I'm not sure if he's feeling his fastball right now. Or maybe he's a little frightened to throw it to the slugger, Matteo Bellissimo. And
They'll put the
yeah,
intentional
maybe.
walk.
They'll intentionally walk him to load the bases for Caden Dosa. Interesting strategy. Caden's a really, really strong batter. But maybe a little bit more of a favorable matchup than Matteo. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Caden Dosa. Fastball inside for a ball. On deck we'll have Charlie Blau if he gets to see the plate. The delivery. Swung on and missed by Caden. A pitch at the knees. That ball is dribbled down the first baseline. And we've seen that curveball a ton so far.
I know.
We'll see if he starts to integrate the fastball a little bit more. There's only so many curveballs you can throw before your arm starts to feel it. But he's enjoying it right now.
Yeah.
We've got some speed on second, so I wouldn't be surprised if a single would score 2. Jake, the fastest runner on the team.
That's another one to watch your car on.
Certainly, yeah. 1-2 count for Caden. That ball's fouled off for strike 3. Bartram's fired up, so he gets out of the jam. That'll bring up the bottom of the second. Top of the third, sorry. So the top of the third, we'll see Buxton still on the mound. He is around 70 pitches in the game already, so unless he makes quick work of this Novato lineup right here, this could be his last inning. You don't typically see high school pitchers go much above 90 pitches. First pitch, a ball. You'd really like to see Buxton attack here. And there it is, a fastball at the knees. 1-1 count.
So
at this point, he can't really afford to throw too many more balls.
So far in this game, he's thrown 65 pitches, and 31 of them have been balls.
There we go, big curveball. Big cut as well, and a big miss. Will Carlson at the plate, the senior, batting .429. That ball's outside.
Tried to get him fishing there.
Yeah, he hit his location. That's where Blau was set up, but not going to be a chase there. Will takes again.
That one,
Blocked by Blau.
not very close. Certainly does not want to have another leadoff walk to start the third.
No, that would be our third straight inning to start the game with a leadoff walk. If you can do anything here, I'd be fine with a fastball down the middle. There's the fastball, fouled off. Well defended.
That foul tip caught a little bit of the ump there.
Yep.
No damage, though.
And if you're a Novato here and you're a Novato batter, you're not really thinking that you're swinging to get a hit. You're waiting for Buxton to make a mistake. And he will not make a mistake. He'll pound the outside corner. Blau misses the throw on the around the horn. Triples into the outfield.
Just a little bit high for Colin Day.
Yeah, almost fielded it. Almost got the jump and catch.
Close.
Fong steps in, a freshman. Certainly looks a freshman, a little bit smaller in the box. Batting .333 on the year with 5 hits.
Already has a hit today. Maybe
Dribbles
another.
went down to Caden Dosa at short. Fields it nicely. The throw just gets there in time. The ump hesitates. Wasn't maybe confident in that call, but he is out at first. So the first two batters of the inning retired. Really good bounce back inning for Buxton, and if he can set down number 4 Scafani, another freshman, we could see him for another inning.
Possibly.
And if you can get 4 innings out of a starting pitcher, that's certainly not a bad start. 4 innings, 3 earned runs, that would be a redemptive last 2 innings for Buxton.
That ground out right there, that was actually the first out for Novato. That was not a strikeout.
Interesting. Dribbled over to Dosa again. Long throw. And Mateo makes the stretch for the 3rd out of the inning. So a great inning for Buxton. That's got to feel good after struggling the first 2. Really strong inning.
Who's to say what's impossible they forgot? This world keeps spinning with each new day. I can feel a change in everything, and as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love, I'll find it.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to
Charlie Blau will lead off the bottom of the 3rd.
He has the lone RBI on the day. Dribbles one to second base. Fielded nicely. Blau not our fastest runner. I think the years of catching have worn on his knees.
Catchers certainly do not have the reputation to be fast.
No, not at all.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Roo.
The delivery, a strike at the knees. Buxton wasn't looking to swing on that first pitch. It was right there, but looking to see a pitch or two. Big curveball. Wow, good pitch.
Gets ahead of Buxton 0-2.
From my angle, I wouldn't be surprised that pitch had hit Buxton in the head, but it swooped in for the strike. That ball is dribbled to the pitcher, fielded by Bartram, and slung over to second. So 2 really quick outs. Not the way you'd like to start the inning for Tam. All right contact. They're not striking out, but
Yeah. So far, it's been a quick inning. Bartram just over 50 pitches right now.
that pitch is in the dirt. Squeaks past and hits the ump in the knee. On deck, we'll have Carson Frame. Right now, we're seeing Colin in the box. Got a little haircut over the past week.
Looking pretty good.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not sold.
Wow.
I liked the flow.
Wow.
Bartram delivers. Curveball. The check swing from Byers, and that'll be strike 3. Oh,
Strike 2.
I take it back. Strike 2. Got ahead of myself. I was too focused on his haircut.
Trying to extend the inning a little longer.
Big cut. Fouled off the catcher's mask.
Stays alive.
They'll give him a second. Umps always feel for the catcher. See, he'll walk out, give the catcher some time, hand the ball to Bartram himself. A nice show of respect. He'll dust off the plate even, just to give the catcher a little bit more time.
I wonder what he's dusting off.
No, there's no dirt on this plate. Good show of respect, though. Unwritten rules of baseball. And that ball will catch Colin on the elbow. No elbow protector on that arm, but he wears it. Frame steps in, batting lefty. High fastball, taken. Colin on first has a little bit of speed. Wouldn't be surprised if he looked to go here. Set us up with a man in scoring position. Ball fouled back right at us. Good cut by Carson Frame. He's on that pitch.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll look for the fastball again.
just slightly under that. So far, there's been 4 runs in this game.
Big looping curveball on the outside corner. So the backdoor curveball gets a strike call.
That was a great pitch.
Really nice.
Only 3 hits overall.
High fastball fouled off, but
Tipped
caught.
into the glove.
So that'll be a tip third strike to end the inning. Colin stranded at first. Will Shine? No. Buxton again? He's using the bullpen. Here, I'll go look. Okay. You can start the inning with that. Yeah.
Psychic spies from China trying to steal your mind's elation. The little girl from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication.
Varsity.
It's the edge of the world in northern western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication.
As we
Joe will lead off the inning for Novato. Number 2. Buxton coming off a really strong inning, looking to replicate that success. We do have Jack Firestein warming up in the bullpen as Buxton's pitch count climbs. But as long as he handles a nice couple at bats here, we could see him again even next inning. Nice pitch, low and inside.
it's another 2-0 count.
Yeah, getting behind here. This is the last hitter in the order. So you'd like to throw some strikes.
On 3-0, he's probably just trying to get in the zone.
Gerber only with 1 hit on 17 plate appearances this year. So you would not like to walk him. And there's a competitive pitch called strike. So he's coming back. Oh,
Wasn't the clearest call on that pitch right
never
there.
mind. He's saying not a strike.
Looked like he started that motion. Didn't quite complete it, though. That was certainly on the edge.
Yeah, I thought it was
50-50
good for a
call.
strike. Evan Black at the plate. His 3rd plate appearance of the day. That pitch is way up there for a ball. The double play ball is in order. Blau will call time. Might be giving Firestein a few more seconds to warm up. Or maybe they're taking him out altogether.
Looks like they're going to keep him in.
Yeah, we don't see Bernie going out there. Wouldn't be surprised if we got a look at Firestein this inning, though.
Yeah. Buxton has 79 pitches at this moment in the game.
Yeah, I probably don't want to see him too close to 90. So unless he gets 2 quick out or 3 quick outs here, we might see a different pitcher this inning.
1-0 now.
Fouled off his foot. That'll be a foul ball. Of course, the ball is dead as it hits his foot, so it doesn't matter that it dribbled into fair territory. Umpire made the right call. And look at that. He's dusting the plate off again. He got
Why
hit in
not?
the foot, so he's giving him some extra time to gather himself. You'd love to see it.
Pretty sure I've seen him with the brush upside down
Mm.
earlier this game.
Ooh, big curveball. Thought it might catch Black on the knees. He's a catcher. He could take a pitch to the body.
He's
Could
got
wear it.
strong knees. Ooh.
Black has the second best batting average on the team, batting .476, only behind Bartram. They both have 25 plate appearances coming into this game.
Thus, they're hitting 1 and 2 in the order.
The batter goes. Runner goes. He'll take second. No throw down. Defensive indifference. So here we have Bartram batting .522 on the year. 6 runs, 12 hits, 8 RBIs, 5 extra base hits, and 1 home run. Really good line.
Yeah. Looking to add to that tally here. So far, he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but another RBI opportunity with a runner on second base.
Yeah, I did state a .522 batting average, but I'm sure it's below 500 now. We're at 500 with those 2 strikeouts. That ball's off the plate. Runner at second maybe thought about going, but Blau squeezed it. Buxton looks the runner back at second. Big off-speed pitch, swung on by Bartram. And on the pitches that Bartram swung at, he hasn't looked too strong. Buxton's really handling him well, especially those off-speed pitches he struggled with.
That was a really good 2-0 curveball. Not too much of the zone, but a little bit of it.
Again,
Another
off-speed
curveball.
low, swung on by Bartram.
If I'm Buxton, I'm going to go back to that pitch one more time.
Yeah, we could certainly see another off-speed pitch here. 2-2 count, so you don't want to load the count, but
It's seemed to be more consistent than the fastball. Ooh.
so there's the fastball, poked into right field. The runner's going to go, turn for the plate, and Mateo will cuddle off. So no play at the plate. Bartram gets his first hit of the day. Let's see. Buxton looks like he's staying in the game. Oh,
Maybe not.
No, Bernstein's walking out now. So we will see Jack Firestein. Oh, maybe I wait a second to play Firestein's song. So after a tough first 2 innings, Buxton showed what he's capable of in the third. And then in the fourth, allowed 1 more run after getting 1 out. So it'll be 3 1/3 for Buxton on the day with 4 earned runs. Firestein's just been fantastic for the Red-Tailed Hawks this year. I'll see if I can pull up some stats for you guys really quick.
He has 4 appearances so far this year. Oh, wait.
Yeah, so 8.5 or 8.2 innings pitched, only 1 run, but that wasn't even an earned run. He struck out 11, tied for the most strikeouts with Buxton, but I'm sure Buxton is 4 or 5 above Firestein now after this performance in strikeouts. I will have to make a correction. Last game, I was telling you guys that Firestein was sitting around 80, 82. He's more topping out at 80, 79. So we'll be seeing a fastball around 78 miles per hour. He's got a little bit of a herky-jerk motion.
Yeah.
Slings it in there.
You always like to have a little herky-jerky lefty on your team.
Oh, yeah. Big lefty. Firestein will inherit the runner at first. So 1 runner on, 1 out for Firestein. Andy steps into the plate. Andy Gates. Batting .444 coming into the game. Blau thought about going to first. I think he might have had him if he threw it down, but he refrained.
With Jack Firestein on the mound with that lefty pickoff move, we might see slightly smaller leads from first. Doesn't appear so right now, though.
You would think, but I hate to say it, Firestein doesn't have the best pickoff move. So the dribbler gets past Firestein, and that'll be a infield single for Andy Gates. That'll be his 9th hit of the year.
Now we're in the 4 hole, looking to do some damage for Novato.
Yep, Jacob Rabb in the box. Firestein delivers. Fastball at the knees, cut on and missed.
Was way on top of that.
Yeah, maybe even a little early on the fastball. Buxton does throw a tad bit harder, so maybe a bit of a learning curve here as they adjust to the slower fastball. But Firestein will definitely look to hit some spots a little stronger. A little pickoff move to second, keeping him honest. Firestein delivers. Off speed. Ooh.
Did he?
And they're saying he went. Strike 2. And making him look lost at the plate.
Yeah, nowhere close to the zone. Made him spin around, though.
Yeah, Rab looking like a ballerina in the batter's box. Really nice pitch for Firestein. Firestein sets. Nice pitch at the knees. Rab won't chase, but you're up 0-2. That's a great 0-2 pitch. Wouldn't be surprised if he went out of the zone again. Maybe with an off-speed this time. Big fan of that Firestein curveball. And there it is.
Goes back to it. Rab
Lots
just
of
gets a
break
piece.
on that one. And that's more of a 12-6 curveball, different than Bartram's for Novato. See a lot of top to bottom break. Firestein checking the runner at second. He'll deliver. And nice fastball with some two-seam run to it. Foul tip out.
Now there's 2 outs in the inning. Hawks looking to get out of this with only 1 run earned.
That would be a great result. Would be some handy pitching from Firestein. Delivers. Right in there for a strike.
The sun sure can be rough here at Tam.
Yeah, Firestein didn't see that one quite. Luckily, Hudson Lamb backing him up. Or I'm sorry, I think that's Colin Lamb at second.
Yeah.
Nice fastball at the knees. 0-2's the count. I'm not sure if Firestein actually throws a two-seam, but it certainly has some arm side run. Maybe as a result of that three-quarter release. Has some really nice movement. Looks the runner down at second and delivers. Big curveball, strike 3. Varsity struts off as he gets out of the jam. Really nice inning from him. I think it's because it's not downloaded.
Go, 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 show.
I'll play a different one. Is that Colin or Hudson?
In a white room with black curtains near the station. Black roof country, no gold pavement, tired starlight. Silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eye. Your light smile on you leaving my contentment.
Hudson Lamb will lead off the inning for the red-tailed Hawks. The pitch is high and outside. First pitch ball.
Hudson Lamb gone on base via a walk last at bat. Gets ahead 1-0 here.
That ball's in there for a strike. Low at the knees.
The sun can be very brutal here at Tam, especially in left center field, but today we're seeing it even on the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, luckily not in the batter's eyes.
Yeah,
Ooh, and that
ooh.
gets him square in the back. He'll advance to first. We'll see Colin Lamb.
Took one for the team there. Lamb hasn't really had to swing the bat here, but has gone base twice.
Yeah, although Hudson Lamb hasn't had the highest batting average so far this year, he has walked a bunch. That'll be his 6th walk of the year. Colin Lamb will look to advance his brother. Tries it with a bunt there, but pulls it back for a ball. Really good eye. I always thought that was one of the harder parts of bunting, pulling it back when you're already squared up. Really impressive.
Of course,
Good eye.
especially reading the pitch. Ooh.
There he pops that one back. 1-1 count.
Luckily, that's foul.
The catcher couldn't quite read it. Got a weird jump on it.
That would be a tough play, even on a good read.
Certainly. Bartram looks the runner over at first. Really small lead. Fouled back by Colin. The count is 1-2. We will see the top of the lineup after this batter.
Ooh.
That's a big rip over the left field. I'm not sure if it's deep enough to advance the runner at first, and it won't be. We'll see no tag.
He got a bit under that off speed.
Yeah, just a little bit too much.
Yeah. Left fielder battled the sun there, but made a good job.
Yeah, it is true.
Receiving the
Certainly
catch.
a factor. Umpire calls time. Not sure the reason. Jake Moore, the Chapman commit, looking to do some damage here. That ball's in the dirt. Blocked nicely and gathered. As we approach the second half of this game, you'd really like to see the bats wake up for Tam. They've been quiet across the past 2 games. Aside from that one blast from Matteo Bellissimo, we haven't seen a ton of production at the plate. Speaking of Matteo, he will be on deck, so apart from a double play ball, we'll see him. And that ball is ripped to right field. That'll find the hole. Oh,
Ooh.
called foul.
That's the second foul ball we've seen that could have been extra bases. Just
Yeah.
barely missed fair territory.
Last one was for Novato, this one for Tam, so I guess it evened out. That's a heartbreaker. That could have been a run even
Yeah.
with Colin at first.
Maybe even a triple down the right
Sorry,
field
Hudson
line.
at first. Still only a 2-1 count, though. A hitter's count. Jake taking his time before stepping back in after going for a brisk jog down the first baseline. Pitcher sets, delivers. Curveball way off the plate, 3-1. So even if Jake walks here, he won't be the lead runner, which you would like with his type of speed. His teammates in the dugout say that Bartram has to come to him now, which is true, so he'll definitely be looking for his pitch and nothing else. I'm sure he'll be sitting fastball.
That was a pickoff move down to first base, just making sure, even with the not so big lead.
Nothing doing there. And that ball is low. Ball 4. Bartram has some words with himself.
Yep.
Hudson with a hard 90 over to second, diving in.
Everyone
Love
loves to see the
effort.
hustle.
Oh, almost missed my first walk-up song of the day there.
He's going again with the upside down brush to clean home plate.
So Mateo will have another opportunity with runners in scoring position. This time I'm sure they won't walk him. I don't think they want to walk the bases full for Caden. So unless he gets behind this count, I'm not sure we'll see an intentional walk. So curveball in the dirt, first pitch.
The command's starting to drop a little bit this inning. Hasn't been amazing so far this game.
Yeah, definitely. The most balls we've seen per at-bat. Gotten behind a couple times now. Another curveball. That one will drop in there for a strike. Although that was a hanging curveball, that's not an easy pitch to hit on the outside corner. Really
Yeah.
can only go opposite field with that.
I'm sure when Mateo saw that high pitch, he was taking it all the way. Ooh.
And that ball squirts past the catcher. Runners advance to second and third.
That hopped feet in front of the plate.
Yeah,
Really
by a
would have been
lot.
a tough block.
A little miscommunication with the catcher and the pitcher there as they try to return the ball. But luckily, time was called, so no runners advance. Really huge spot for Mateo. And I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to pitch around him, nibble at the corners, especially now that there's an open base at first. So I'm not sure he'll get anything too good to hit unless we see a mistake.
Counts 2-1.
That pitch is a curveball at the knees, popped up. That could score a run. He's tagging. Oh,
Oh, fakes it.
a little misdirection. So he doesn't finish the tag, and he'll stay at third. So Mateo retired on a pop fly to left,
Yeah.
and we'll see Caden Dosa.
Got under it just a little bit too much.
We're seeing a pretty massive shift in the outfield, especially by the right fielder. That's a curveball that almost squeaks in there. That's a really nice curveball on the high inside shoulder.
Yeah.
That drops almost nearly into the zone. I don't think we've seen anyone nibble at it yet. No one's trying to swing on that pitch because it really feels like it's going to hit you. But it hasn't quite dropped into the zone yet either.
Certainly a dirty curveball.
There's a high fastball. Nose high. So again, that right fielder is a good 40 yards off the right field line. So I guess they're not worried about the opposite field double or triple, but if you get a pitch down that line, almost like Jake got, but it was foul,
Yeah.
that's a possible triple.
Right. The gap in right center as well, kind of big. Center fielder did move a bit.
Yeah, interesting setup. It's not too uncommon, though.
No.
A lot of teams do not worry about the opposite field down the line.
There's a little bit of birds having a party down in left center.
Oh, yeah, the Geese have made a home out there. Caden check swings on the outside corner pitch. That'll bring the count to 2-1. Still a hitter's count. A count that Caden can certainly do some damage in. That ball is inside, not caught by the catcher, so you're not going to get that call, even if it was on the inside part of the plate.
Seems to be a little bit of a problem this inning. Just holding on to that ball from the pitcher.
Bartram has a quick word with his catcher, maybe telling him what pitch he wants here on the 3-1 count. On deck, we'll see Colin Byers. Swung on for strike 2. That'll make it a full count. Pitcher's really struggling with the ball coming back to them. They can't quite see it. That one's dropped.
Some catching problems everywhere.
The pitching coach will call time and have a word with Bartram. No one in the bullpen as we speak, so no pitching change coming. What's that pitching count looking like, Charlie?
Pitch count currently 82 pitches for Bartram right now. Make that 83.
So it looks like he'll finish off the inning at least. Wonder what his leash is at, but it can't be much more than 90.
So far, 46 of those pitches have been strikes, but this inning, we've seen a lot of those balls coming in.
Yeah, he's been pounding the zone up until this point, but gotten a little bit more picky around the plate.
The count is full now.
Let's see if he comes in with a pitch. Nice curveball, drops in there. Wow. So there we saw it, the head high curveball that drops right into the zone. Really, really nice pitch. So as we enter the top of the fifth, and the sun sets behind home plate, we're seeing some struggles with seeing the ball coming from home outwards. The throw down was not caught during warm-ups, and a few of the throws back to Jack at the mound were mishandled. That first pitch is outside, fastball, just off the plate, well off the plate.
Firestein stays on the mound. Last inning, he struck out 2, gave up 1 hit.
Yeah, really strong inning out of the bullpen for him. And there's a well-hit ball to Dosa, sliding, stops, he still has a chance on it. And he gets the out at first. Really, really great play. The sliding stop and then sticks with it to get the out.
Nice recover there.
So, really, really great play for Dosa.
Also, good to see a clean way to go around the horn as well.
It's great. Big fastball, chest high, swung on and missed.
Jack Firestein, an editor of the TAM News. Their recent magazine is called Pipeline.
Interesting. Good article?
I personally have not read it yet, but I will make sure to do that later tonight.
All right, we'll report back on it for the next game. TAM's next game will also be against Novato, the second game in the series. That'll be played in Novato, up north. Jack sets and delivers. Nice pitch. And he's saying, here it is, hit it, as he throws a fastball right down the middle. I'm not sure if he thinks that's a challenge he can lose. That's a really nice pitch there. Nice curveball, just a bit low. Really good job to lay off that one by the batter.
It almost feels like that starts at the eyes and then goes below the strike zone.
Firestein has faced 34 batters coming into this game and only allowed 4 hits, so really impressive stuff. Not a whole lot of people touching his pitches. He sets, delivers. Fastball cut on by number 11. Fouled back.
Newton Hong fouls it off. Count is
Playing in
at
the
2-2.
outfield. Doing a really good job battling here, extending that bat, working some pitchers off Firestein. Depending on how Firestein attacks these batters, we could see him finish off the game. Or maybe we'll see a closer at the end. But as a middle reliever, he can definitely give you some solid innings. Big high curveball. So that'll load the count. After going up 0-2.
That one stayed a bit too
we
high.
See 3 balls after a good battle by Fong. The payoff pitch, fouled back.
Really good at bat here. We've seen plenty of long at bats so far this game.
Yeah, certainly. Firestein sets and delivers. The high fastball swung on and missed. So that would have been ball 4 if taken, but Fong chases. Helps Firestein out a little bit, but also a great pitch from Firestein, doing himself some help.
Hawks are on the verge of a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, it would be a good bounce back from some of the prior innings. It would be our first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Fastball at the knees, taken for a strike. Off speed, low at the shins. Make it a 1-1 count. Scafani has the second most runs scored for Novato this year. Wonder if that implies that he moves well in the bases, as he doesn't have the highest on base percentage. Good rip right in the gap. Dove on by Colin Lamb, but couldn't quite get to it.
That was perfectly put in the hole.
Yeah, you can't do much better than that. For that speed, that's the only place you could put that ball, and our infielders would not get to it.
Yeah.
Mateo and Colin both diving there. So there goes the 1-2-3 inning. But it could still be a really good inning for Firestein if he cuts it out here. Nice fastball at the knees.
Liking the first pitch strikes.
We got the lefty-lefty matchup favoring Firestein.
Yep.
You'll see that a lot of lefty batters at the high school level haven't seen that many at-bats against other lefties. There's the bunt, and it's put out to end the inning. So really strong inning for Firestein as we head into the bottom of the fifth.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We gon' booty hoogie and jiggle wiggle dance like the roof on fire. Me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. H to the O.
Charlie Blau going to step up to the plate to start the bottom of the fifth for Tam. Takes a called strike. Blau with a bit of an open stance.
Yeah, definitely a pull hitter. Fouls that one back.
Quickly 0-2 here. Start the fifth.
Blau with the lone RBI on the day. Big curveball. It should have been an automatic out as Blau kicked it as it scored in front of home plate, but they let them play on.
I bet Bartram really likes to see that to start the inning after some control problems just an inning earlier. He gets a 3-pitch strikeout.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr.
Buxton will step into the plate. Big pop-up.
Communication.
So a really quick 1-2. The right fielder loses his hat on that play, but handles it.
With a big afro like that, there's always a threat of the hat coming off.
Yeah, of course. Oh, and the music system's down right now. Apologies to Colin Byers.
DHs don't get enough respect. I think they deserve a walk-up song.
That pitch is outside for a strike.
Just
For a
missed.
pitcher, if they're not responsible for a person getting on base, it's not an earned run when they score. And I didn't play Colin's walk-up song, so I don't think it should be an earned out if he doesn't get a hit here. So I'll make sure to tell the stat keeper that.
Yeah.
It's a 2-1 count for Colin.
That was Bartram's 90th pitch of the game.
Yeah, now we're finally seeing someone warming up in the bullpen. There's a strike at the letters. 2-2 count, so Colin will have to battle here. Choked up about an inch on the bat. Big curveball. Almost squeaks in for a strike. Bartram was walking off to the dugout.
That was close.
He wanted it. Wanted it badly, but you know, I would have potentially given it to him. It was a really nice pitch on the inside corner, but
Yep. Ooh.
that one's even more inside for the walk. So if you're Bartram, you've got to be frustrated. You thought you were out of this inning, and now you're seeing Carson.
Two close pitches.
A runner on
Couldn't get
first.
the calls, though.
Fastball in the outside corner for a ball.
So far for Tam High, they've got one run off 2 hits and 1 error in the field.
Hopefully they can look to open the game up once the pitcher
Another
changes.
hit
So that
by
ball
pitch.
is to the backstop. Byers scoots over to second. Byers always a threat to score. Good speed.
That's the 3rd batter hit by Bartram today.
Oh, that hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a pass ball.
No, because Carson got to first. Sure didn't look intentional, though.
So 2 outs, 2 runners on. That ball's outside. Hudson in a big RBI spot. I'm sure if we see a run scored here, we could see a pitching change. Huge spot for Hudson Lamb. That'll bring the count to 1-1. Strike at the knees.
That was a good bounce back pitch. Just got the knee location.
Bartram sets, pitching out of the stretch. Big cut from Hudson Lamb. Strike 2. So he'll have to defend here. He'll choke up a little bit. Calls time. At this point, the shadows have creeped past the field, so we'll have no more problems with light. That ball's in the dirt. 2-2 is the count.
I'm sure both teams are very happy about the sun going away.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the past couple innings. A true factor. The Geese are still partying it up in left center.
Never
Having a
can
good
get
time.
rid of them.
Hudson fights to see another pitch. Bartram gets a fresh ball. 2-2's the count. 2 outs. Hudson takes on the outside corner, and Bartram again walking towards the dugout.
Stone
Hoping-
cold take right there.
Hoping for that strike 3 call, but can't will it into existence.
That brings the count full. 2 outs and a full count.
Yeah,
Runners
so-
will probably be on the move.
Yeah, we'll see both runners go in here. And there they are. And struck out. High fastball. So nothing comes of the late rally. And we'll see the top of the 6th next inning.
trying to be what I'm destined to be, and trying to take my life away. I put up with me, my back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I'm coming for
Yeah.
way many men, many men. Wish death on me, Lord, I don't cry no more, don't look no more. Have mercy on me. Put money on my head, go on, get your refund. I ain't big, I'm the
As 50 Cent plays, we enter the top of the 6. We'll see the catcher at the plate. Jack's looked really strong for the past 2 innings. See if he can continue that performance. Only allowed 1 hit. Pitch at the knees, called a strike.
He has looked strong, but now he's got to face a challenge of the top of the order.
Yeah, Gates has batted really well this game. Put up some solid at-bats.
Did
Not a great swing there, though. Gates has walked 7 times this year. Whoa, huge curveball. Almost in
Just-
their first strike. A little bit of too late of a break there. That's interesting. They're thinking about moving the mounds back in the MLB, so we could see more break in years to come. There it is, strike 3.
Thinking to 62 feet.
They're thinking, I think, 6 inches, or maybe even less
6
than that.
inches,
So
okay.
it's a small difference, but it's also a big difference. Baseball's
It-
a game of inches.
Yeah,
Bartram coming to the plate.
very little time to swing. 6
Yeah, so-
inches could be huge.
Yeah, so it would give the batters a split second more in reaction time, but I don't think enough to make too much of a difference. It would definitely help the pitchers, I think, more.
Yeah.
They tried it out in the minor leagues. They tried it in one of their subsidiaries, and they did see more home runs, which is interesting.
Okay.
And I'd like to see less home runs in the MLB, personally. I think
Yeah.
the most exciting parts of the game are when you got men on base and everyone's hitting, putting the ball in play.
Yeah. Hopefully we're not going to get back to that juiced baseballs era back in 19 and 20.
Oh, big cut from Bartram. Curveball nearly caught him on the toe. Back foot curveball.
Curveball's looking really sharp so far this inning.
Strong pitch.
We've seen a lot of good curveballs today.
1-2's the count. And that ball is ripped to left. That is a chance to get out of here. And it will. Into the street for Bartram. His second blast of the year. Rounding the bases in record time. Sprinting home to celebrate with his teammates. So that'll open up this game a little bit further, making it 5-1.
That ball left the bat very hard. It's a line drive shot.
So if this game continues to head this way, would be a disappointing start to the year for the Hawks. Last year, they really never trailed against a team besides for Redwood or MC, typically the 2 biggest challenges in MCAL.
Yeah.
Only lost 1 game last year, which was to MC. So we've seen that same pattern continue, the 1 loss to MC.
Yeah, Novato looking to turn things around this year. They've had a really solid start. They want to get up into those top contenders.
Yeah, led by Bartram, they've got a really strong squad. I'm not sure how they'll look with a different pitcher on the bump. We'll see if Tam can rally off that once there's a pitching change.
We're going to probably see that next inning based on the high pitch count.
So Tam will have 6 more outs to score at least 4 runs. That's a pop out to left.
Off the
Left
end of
fielder
the bat.
under it. Carson Frame handles it for out number 2. That'll bring Rapp to the plate. Rab was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. There's a nice pitch at the knees. Swung on and missed.
So far, Rab's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Down 0-1 here.
1 walk, though. So that's
1 walk.
That's the saving grace on the day. Big curveball. Rab thought about going, but held back. Big load on that pitch. Firestein pitches inside, grounded to the shortstop. Caden throws over to first, and Mateo makes the stretch for out number 3. So we'll see the Red-tailed Hawks try to make up some ground in the bottom of this inning and see if they can bring us a little bit closer from 5-1.
Get some Lizzo.
Come on, Lizzo. Look it up. Look it up, Lizzo.
Lizzo letting us down.
Go promiscuous. This is gonna play.
Oh, yeah.
I had all this shit was downloaded. More 50?
I don't know. All of these were like clouds earlier. Now they're like pussies.
You want it to not be a cloud, because cloud means you still have to download it. Tap, tap, tap song. Colin Lamb stepping in for the Red-tailed Hawks. First pitch, a called strike. That ball is poked over the shortstop's head, a bloop underneath the center fielder. So a great way to start the inning for the Hawks.
Yeah, third hit of the day.
So we've got the top of the order with a runner on.
The new pitcher for Novato is Liuzzi.
He has no earned runs on the year through 9 innings pitched, so really impressive stuff. See if the Hawks can change that, jack up his score line. 2 balls to start the inning. Nice slider. That's a strike. That's the first slider we've seen today. None of the pitchers have added that into the repertoire. A fastball on the inside corner.
That was well located.
Yeah, right there. Right on the black. Called a strike. That ball is way off the plate. Not a competitive pitch.
Is that a slider? Had a lot of break on it.
It did indeed, yeah.
Full count.
Small chance it was a curveball, but based on the spin, I thought it was a slider. That ball bounced in front of the plate. The runner was going, but not going to matter as the batter was walked. So great at bat from Jake Moore. Speed on first and second.
And no one
power
out.
at the plate.
Hawks looking to get something going with this
Yeah, no
pitching
outs.
change.
Really good start to the inning. Slider dribbled over
finds
to
the
third,
hole.
and it squeaks through. Colin Lamb's going to round third, but hold up. And Mateo has a single to load the bases. So Caden Dosa steps up to the plate as the tying run for the Red-tailed Hawks. So things have turned around pretty quickly as we load the bases.
It's not the first time the Hawks have had the bases loaded, but sure is the first time with no one out.
Yeah, and last time the bases were loaded, Bartram did get out of the jam. Nothing came of it.
Yeah.
Would be really surprised if Tam doesn't get some damage out of this inning. Would love to see them make a dent in that 5-1 lead before the last inning of the ball game in the 7th.
Especially with the heart of the order up.
There's the slider again off the plate.
Doses ahead 2-0. Hitters count here.
Interesting early count slider. Probably a pitch he likes a lot. That ball is high and popped up to center, but that should score a run. 2 runners will advance. Jake goes over to third, and Colin Lamb comes in for the run. So that should bring up Buxton. Nope, Charlie Blau.
That's the second run of the day for the Hawks. Off that sac fly.
That'll cut the lead to 3 runs as Blau steps in. First pitch on the inside part of the plate, called a strike.
Blau probably looking to get another ball into the outfield here with less than 2 outs and a runner on third.
Yeah, definitely would be okay with a sac fly. Would be hoping, though, for
something
a
even more
productive hit, not a productive out. A slight preference, but all runs are good runs.
inside.
That ball's on the inside part of the plate, called a ball this time.
Pitch appeared to be aiming towards the outside part, but missed inside.
Yeah, missed his spot there. See if we see that slider. Not there. Fouled back, out of play. Catcher won't have a play on that one. Good cut from Blau. Has some words with themselves after that one.
Count evens up to 2-2 now.
Pitcher sets. Ball is high. That'll bring us to a full count. Double play ball is in order, but I'm not sure if he'll be thinking too much about that with a full count. Just looking to not walk a man and load the bases again. Slider
Not
off
close.
the plate. Walk.
Going
and
home.
Runner comes in, scores on the slide. So Jake Moore, some savvy base running, will score. I've got a question for you, Charlie. Is that an RBI? I'm not sure.
That is not an RBI in the stat line.
Okay,
Have to put it in play.
If the bases were loaded and he had walked, then it would have been an RBI.
Yes.
So you don't always have to get a hit. You don't always have to put the ball in play.
Yeah, not always.
But I guess it wasn't batted in. It was more just a happening.
Yeah, or that's technically a wild pitch there. So when runners advance on wild pitch, usually doesn't go to the hitter's credit.
The pitcher's having a word with his coach, and there will be a pitching change. Or,
Looks like
yeah,
there will
be a pitching change, I believe.
It will be the hard-throwing Jacob Rabb taking the mound.
Do you have any clue where he sits with that fastball?
In 8th grade, he had a low to mid-70s fastball. So
Interesting. And he's a junior now?
now he is a junior, in fact. From my scouting report, he does throw pretty hard. Probably improved since then, but can get wild sometimes.
So far warming up, it doesn't look like the hardest fastball, but maybe he's just getting geared up. He was playing first base, so this is all of his warm-up time right here. He didn't have any time in the bullpen.
It's certainly hard as a pitcher, just coming in. No warm-up at all.
Yeah, you'd never see that in MLB. Maybe with Shohei Ohtani, you could see it one day, but
I don't know if we're quite there yet. Never know, though.
especially not since he's a relief. He's not a relief pitcher.
Yeah.
He gets the starts. But when he's the home pitcher, he does have to, or sorry, the away pitcher, he does have to bat first.
True.
So that could be weird. We'll see a pinch runner for Blau. They get a courtesy runner in this league. So Owen Dasovich, the runner at first base, as Buxton steps in.
Still one out here.
Buxton takes on an inside pitch. Big cut from Buxton. Tipped back to the catcher. Even count at 1-1. Pull up some stats on him, yeah. Rab sets. Meaty pitch on the outside part of the plate, but Buxton can't get too much of it. And that'll be out number 2. And that'll bring Colin Byers to the plate.
Yeah. 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 Who did you get with the goal?
First pitch low and inside. Oh, wow. Shocking call there. Definitely low, definitely a tad inside, but at least low. Called a strike. Big curveball, almost drops in there, but doesn't have enough break to be called a strike there. So far, it looks like we've only seen a curveball, fastball mix from Braff.
Yep.
Maybe he has a third pitch in there.
He is not allowed to earned run so far this year.
Yeah, both the relief pitchers we've seen today have not had an earned run.
Gets ahead of Byers here. In 15 innings, he's struck out 24.
Wow, very impressive. That ball is high, called a ball. Ballsy take from Byers. Really impressive. On deck, we'll see Carson Frame if Byers can bring him to the plate. That ball is checked and dribbled to the shortstop.
Gotta hurry.
Fielded, and that pulls him off the base. Called out. That is absurd, as the ball brought him a good 3 feet off the base. He certainly didn't have the angle. Maybe the ump can review it with him.
That's definitely a big call here.
Let's see if he has anything to say. I mean, he was pulled way off the base. There's no way he was on. After they concur, they decide on an out.
Call will stand.
Interesting, interesting. Let's see if we'll see Firestein for a third inning. No, we will not. We'll have Will Shine. Will had a bit of a tough outing against MC, but definitely inherited a tough hand. See what he can do today out of the pen.
What's the substitution?
9 for 7. Just Will Shine for Joe.
Will Shine is a Kenyan baseball commit. Throws a fastball, curveball, changeup, and the very occasional slider.
So far in 7 innings this year, he's allowed 3 runs, giving him a perfect 3.0 ERA.
All of those earned runs came against MC. Pitched super well against Oakland Tech. Really good start. Lots of strike balls off that curveball. Or, sorry, strikeouts off that curveball.
After those 2 very different outcomes in games, the opponent batting average stays at 192.
Really strong. Will wasn't his characteristic self against MC. Couldn't quite find the zone. And he starts off the day here with 2 balls, but battles back with a strike. I think what Novato's shown us is that they have great eyes. They're not going to help you out. But if you're throwing strikes, that's the best thing you can do for yourself. Just got to pound the zone. So there it is, 3-1.
Yeah.
Hopefully Will can come back with a competitive pitch here. Annie Shine, Will's sister, is a fellow commentator on TAM TV. Not here today at lacrosse, but we'll definitely hear a lot of her this season.
That brings
Will
the
with
count
a great
full.
pitch to bring it to 3-2. Sorry, what were you going to say, Charlie?
Oh, I was just saying the count is now full.
It is indeed. And that pitch is low, so Will loses him with that fastball.
That's the 4th leadoff walk we've seen from Novato today. Total, they have 7 walks.
Will Carson comes to the plate, batting .429. So good start to the year for him. No walks though, so again, I think I said it earlier, maybe not the most disciplined batter. Looks to bunt. He keeps it out there. Lays one down pretty good. That'll advance the runner, but Will gets the put out at first. So the runner advances, but the red-tailed Hawks pick up the out.
That was a nice textbook sack bunt.
Yeah, it was
Down
well
to the
done.
right.
Really well done.
Good distance between Blau and the pitcher, Will Shine.
Hung will step up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. 1 out. Good pitch from Will to open up that bat. A fastball on the outside part of the plate.
So far, Hong has 1 hit, and that was an RBI as well. Cashed in a run of that at bat.
Fastball high. Last inning, Tam was able to score 2 runs. Really strong inning. And we're able to cut the deficit to 2 runs as well. So a very manageable 7th coming up. Rab looks strong pitching, but wouldn't be surprised if Tam made this game interesting. So that's 2 outs on the pop fly to right.
No threat of a tag there. Pretty shallow fly ball.
Yeah, Hudson has a solid arm, maybe not the most threatening, but would have been a close one if he did decide to advance. But I guess you don't want to risk ending the inning as you have a runner on second.
Yeah. Unwritten rule of baseball, do not end the inning getting an out at third.
Fastball on the outside corner. Great pitch to open that bat. 0-1. Great curveball. Almost swung on by Scafani, but he's able to hold up.
Backs him off the plate a little bit there.
You tell me, is Scafani wearing neon work boots? Kind of looks like that to me.
Yeah. Pretty
I guess they
neon.
have cleats on the bottom, but I don't know, looks like maybe some
I see
Tims.
some spikes coming out.
Count is 1-2 for Will. Scafani tried to call time, but he's rung up. So he was not set for that pitch, had no chance at even swinging. But the Hawks will take it as the last 3 outs are underway.
that ends the game. 3-5. Novato wins. Big shout out to our announcers of TAM TV. We'd like to say thank you to the TAM High Boosters and the TAM High Foundation for bringing us this game on TAM TV Live. Thanks, and until next time.